Hi guys, welcome or welcome back. My name is Elaine and today I'll be going over my top 11 most used bags in the last half of 2025. I did do a most used bags for the first half of 2025, so you can check it out here. I do like to do them in like 6 months increments because if I round up the whole year, a lot of the newer bags and a lot of these, occasional spring summer bags would kind of get lost in the mix. So I do it for the first half and then the last half. And sometimes if I have time, I will do most used bags of the year and least used bags of the year. So if you're interested in any of those, please let me know. And I did already do most used bags ever when I first started my YouTube channel 5 months ago, 6 months ago. So go check that out as well. And I should also just mention I'm going to be going from within that top 11 bottom to top. So least used to number one most used. So without further ado, let's go. All right, so bottom of that list is this Bottega Veneta Hobo vintage in like the seafoam green color, very worn. I got this one from Brandier last year, and last year this was my most used bag of the summer. Like I basically used it I think for like 2 months straight almost. This year, did not reach for it as much. I did use it for a total of 6 days for the last 6 months. I still love it. I would never dream of letting it go, but I did, I guess, get some new spring summer bags this year that ended up taking first place. We'll see, since, we're already in fall winter, this will only kind of come out again in the summer or spring summer of next year. That's number 11. And tied actually for that last place, so I guess place number 10 and 11, is my Plume 28 Elon in the gold color. This is also vintage. So this is from 2004. This is actually the gold color in Epsom, and but as you can see, gold kind of borders on orange, but this is actually true orange right here. Got this one from the Real earlier this year. I love this one because it does fit quite a bit. I talk about it in my Hermes Plume comparison review, so go check that out. I'm surprised I didn't use it more. I do actually like it quite a bit, but I guess, I have to rotate through my bags. And number 9 on the list is actually my most used bag of all time still. This is the Loewe small puzzle bag. I have my little hedgehog charm here. So I used this for a total of 8 days. I talk about this quite a bit in my most used bags of all time. There's a good reason why I always use this bag, so it should be of no surprise. It is also on the top 11 bags for the last half of 2025. And tied at 8 days is the Songmont small gather bag. So I did do a Songmont review, so check that out if you're interested. I'll go over the bag. But yes, it is a very easy bag to carry. I actually do use it even when it's raining, and I've had no issues. When I did do my review, someone asked if the color is fading, and I do see that sometimes with direct sunlight there is a little bit of a variation in the coloring, but I wouldn't say that it's fading. So I don't know. We'll see. I can do an updated review when I get a lot more wears in. This is one of my newer Songmont bags. I have 4 now, and one is very brand new, and this is the next newest Songmont bag. But it is actually one of my favorites, so I'm not surprised that it is on my top used list for the last half of 2025. Out of all my Songmont bags, this is hands down my favorite so far. Next on my list is this Michino Boston bag. If you saw my September splurges, you'll see that I got this in September, and it's only been a handful of months now, so this has become a fast favorite. I love the pop of color on the inside. It's so much fun. Very easy bag to use. As I mentioned in that September splurges post, I will be doing a full side-by-side comparison with the Hermes Plume bag, but very, very well constructed, very good leather. Definitely one of my fast favorites. And as you can see, I do have a type right now. These are sort of my favorites. I guess this is my favorite style, I guess. I mean, look at that, right? Very similar. So yes, the Michino Boston bag, very similar to the Hermes Plume, but in my opinion, some ways a lot better. Number 6 on my list is the Loewe Mini Hammock Hobo. I've used this for 10 days in the last half of 2025. This is sort of my go-to bag whenever I need like an easy crossbody. I love that, you know, I do have it a little personalized here with a Maison de Sabre tomato, and I usually carry this with my crossbody strap. That's a canvas, makes it much more comfortable to carry, but I do appreciate that it also has this top handle that's very easy to grab and go. Yeah, this one I'm pretty sure has shown up on a past list. Just like my Loewe puzzle, you know, these are sort of the ones that I always gravitate towards. And next on my list is my Valextra Is a Day bag. I've used this for a total of 11 days. I did do a Valextra Is a Day review. This is the mini size, and I also have the medium size. I rarely use the size, but I'm much more of a fan of the mini. And as you can see right now, I have a little raincoat on it. So, I mean, Valextra is a luxury brand, in my opinion, very underrated, and they do come with very cute accessories for their bags. So actually I got this one on sale, I think from Sense, and I love it. It has been kind of raining off and on lately, so I do use this raincoat. And here is the bag. And I do also have a little Hermes charm on there, which can't see with the raincoat. But yes, love this bag. Go check out that review for a full, you know, rundown of why I love it. But I mean, it is a very durable yet ladylike bag. It's great for going out. It does also come with a crossbody strap that fits in with its proprietary latch here. And it's nice to have these accessories to kind of protect your bag. I particularly like this one because, you know, my phone does fit here. So nowadays, all you really need is your phone, right? So if I wanted to, I could just stash it in here like so. Very easy. It does have things to pull up the side, but I could also just lift it to get into the bag, you know, so it's not that hard. But yeah, isn't that cute? I think nowadays they have like a clear plastic one, but I really like this little raincoat. I think that's super charming. And next on my list is the Delvaux Mini Cool Box. So I also did do a Delvaux Mini Cool Box versus Cool Box review. I have since sold the I just never use it. It was way too heavy and too big. But if you want to know more about the size differences and why I love this one so much, go check that one out. But yes, this one I did also get from Brandier. I used this for a total of 13 days. I really love this bag. It does also come with a crossbody strap, so I could crossbody it, but it's a fun little duffel. It's very unique. And also I would say this is a fairly underrated luxury brand. So Delvaux is out of Belgium. Valextra's out of Milan, Italy. And you know, everyone just talks about Hermes all the time, but honestly, these luxury brands that have also been around for almost just as long as Hermes. In fact, I think Delvaux's been around longer. They're also very good. You know, they know what they're doing. It's a white bag, but it has yet to show any wear and tear. And surprise, surprise, next on my list is the Hermes Toolbox 20. If you've watched my review, I think I just got this in October, so it's only been like a month. If you follow me on Instagram, you know, I post my every month what bag I've used, you know, my little tally, and you would see that basically since I got this bag, I've been using it nonstop. I did switch out of it just recently, like yesterday, 2 days ago, but I basically used this for the last half of October. I love the toolbox. I mean, I love it so much that it's probably posted by now, but I did decide to sell my Birkin because I was like, I'm just not a Birkin girl. Since owning the toolbox, I know I am a toolbox lady. I just find it so convenient. It's so easy to use. I love this color. I love that it has a thick canvas shoulder strap, so my shoulder never aches, never hurts, even though I weigh it down. And then I even love it so much, I got a little Pegasus for it. The toolbox review is coming, but I gotta be honest, since I got the 20, I basically haven't touched the 26 at all. So I don't know if I can give a full fair review of the 26, but we'll see. I will make an effort to use the 26, but man, I just love this toolbox 20. And number 2 on the list is this Bottega Veneta, what is this called? Wallace. Yeah, it's called the Wallace. So it used to be called the Mini Wallace because there used to be a Candy Wallace, but there's no longer a Candy Wallace, I think, in stores. You will find them on secondhand websites, but I think now they just call this the Wallace bag. So I got this in Hawaii in July, I think, and used it pretty much nonstop this summer. This brown, it can work for both summer or fall, and I used it for a total of 18 days. I do love that it can be both a handheld bag as well as a shoulder bag. That actually goes very well. It goes very well with this outfit. It's the same color brown almost, right? Yeah. And I use it most often as a shoulder bag, though, you know, when I took it out, if I've traveled with it in a pinch, I can turn this into a cute little evening bag. I know in that review I did say that it's not as well constructed as my other Bottega bag, which, you know, like that green one is sort of my gold standard for the vintage. I do see a little bit of fraying here where it's starting to lift right at the handles, but I think this is the only one. It's not terrible, but I mean, at the same time, I haven't used it for over 30 days, so we'll see. I mean, now that we're in the thick of fall, I might come back to this bag. Actually, let's leave 3, 2, and 1 on the desk here. So this was my #1 most used bag for the last half of 2025. And this is the Valextra Mochi Pouch. So I actually did do a review comparing the two because, as you can see, they're quite similar, especially when they're in their handheld form factor. So as you can see, I had type this past 6 months. I also used this bag quite a bit as just a crossbody. I loved it. It fits so much. It's super light, super durable, crossbody straps in. If you want like the full rundown of both of these bags, please go check out their comparison review. It's a little dirty. I could probably use a cleaning. I used this for a total of 31 days. This was from my first trip to Hawaii. This was for my second, and these are now my top 2 bags of the last half of 2025. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this interesting or informative. Let me know which ones were your favorites in this top 11, and are you guys interested in a full recap of the year of my most or least used? Please let me know, and if you could like or subscribe, that would greatly support my channel, and I would very much appreciate it. So hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye!